I can think of all the times you told me not to touch the light. I never thought that you would be the one. I couldn't really justify how you even thought it could be right, 'cause everything we cherished is gone. And in the end, can you tell me if it was worth the try, so I can decide? Leaves will soon grow from the barrenness of trees, and all will be alright in time. From waves overgrown come the calmest of seas, and all will be alright in time. Oh, you never really love someone until you learn to forgive. Try as hard as I might to flee the shadows of the night. It haunts me and it makes me feel blue. But how can I try to hide when every breath and every hour I still end up thinking of you? And in the end, everything we have makes it worth the fight. So I will hold on for as long as the leaves will soon grow from the barrenness of trees, and all will be alright in time. From waves overgrown come the calmest of seas, and all will be alright in time. Oh, you never really love someone until you learn to forgive. I never thought that I would see the day that I decide if I should leave or stay. But in the end, what makes it worth the fight? That no matter what happens, we try to make it right. Leaves will soon grow from the barrenness of trees, and all will be alright in time. From waves overgrown come the calmest of seas, and all will be alright in time. Wounds of the past will eventually heal, and all will be alright in time. 'Cause all of this comes with a love that is real. I said all will be alright in time. I said all will be alright in time. I said all will be alright in time. All will be alright in time. Oh, you never really love someone until you learn to forgive. You learn to forgive. Learn to forgive. 'Cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? thinking too much. I don't know when I can't turn goodbye into see you again. Wish I could turn back the time and have no regret every little time. Every day won't be the same as before. Thinking that I won't see you anymore. 'Cause the hardest part of it is goodbye. The thought of not seeing you again. All the things we've made and done. I'm getting used to not getting used to it. All of the memories haunting me back. When I lay down and I open my eyes, I can't make it through the night. 'Cause the hardest part of it is goodbye. Oh, oh, oh. Maybe it's just I can't let it go. You are the one that I wanted to hold, but I think it's too much for me, holding you back so selfishly. But every day won't be the same as before. Thinking that I won't hold you anymore. 'Cause the hardest part of it is goodbye. The thought of not seeing you again. All the things we've made and done. I'm getting used to not getting used to it. All of the memories haunting me back. When I lay down and I open my eyes, I can't make it through the night. 'Cause the hardest part of it is goodbye. I've gotta swallow the bitter fact that everything ends right here, right now. Life goes on without you. I'm letting you go tonight. I'm letting you go tonight. I'm letting you go. 'Cause the hardest part of it is goodbye. The thought of not seeing you again. All the things we've made and done. I'm getting used to not getting used to it. All of the memories.
My name is April Fernandez. I have no relationship to Wilma. We're not blood. Well, we grew up together. We grew up basically when they were born. They grew up in our house, so we didn't know any different. We just knew we were related, even though we have basically no blood relation. Our moms were two peas in a pod, so when Wilma, they grew up with us, you know. We were the oldest one, me, my sister Antoinette, and we were the oldest. So because we were the oldest, we had to watch them. Their form of payment from their parents was McDonald's. So, you know, we knew that we had to babysit them when they would come up our house and, you know, here comes the McDonald's, because that was our form of payment. So when our kids came around, they watched our kids, you know. And then when Jaden was born, you know, that was a football player. He was about 10 pounds. Jessica was about 1 pound. Jossie was 1 pound. So it was just a chain of reaction. You know, Auntie Davina would lie to us when we were little because we would grow up, you know, basically at the casino. We grew up at Circus. You know, that was our thing. My mom and Auntie Davina would pack us up in the car. They would tell us, you know, sometimes when we don't go, Auntie Davina, you know, she'll tell us a lie and said, oh, your mom won you guys, so you know you guys gotta clean the house, right? So of course we would listen to Auntie Davina, but of course they didn't win. They always just wanted us to just clean the house before they came. The reflection I have from Wilma was a lot. You know, we would do our drives. She used to live with Uncle Bocho in Sacramento. So me and Auntie Davina go pick her up, and then we'll go drive, go visit our family, their family down in LA, and then we'll go back up and drop her off, you know, and Auntie Davina would always do her shopping for her boutique. So it was always a thing that we've always did together. Our bingo dates, you know, we love to play bingo because of our Lola Moms and our Lola. So it was just normal for us to love bingo, and that was our past thing. Usually Auntie Davina would be in the Philippines, so I would be the one throwing their birthday, because Winona and Wilma's are 2 years apart, but their birthdays are like, I think, 5 days apart or something like that. So they would always have their birthdays. But this year, Auntie Davina didn't give me the go signal to give them a birthday. So we didn't unfortunately have a birthday this year, but usually we always have it, a bingo for them. You know, Winona was saying that we have nicknames. So that's true. Wilma's nickname is Uggs, or Bangit. And her nickname to me was Oompa Loompa. Even in my phone, in her phone, when she would sell me, she would send, my name is basically Oompa Loompa in her contacts, you know. I'm gonna miss Wilma. You know, we grew up when she was still in diapers. Me and Wilma are 7 years apart, so we had no choice but to watch them, because my Lola Minnie and my Lola Mops helped raise them, because Auntie Davina looked at them as second parents when Auntie Davina migrated here from the Philippines. So we grew up together. I'm really gonna miss Wilma. You know, I had the opportunity to see Wilma in the last few weeks that she was still around, you know, and I was beside her in her deathbed when she took her last breath. And I knew from working in the hospital that it was time. It was time. You know, she was at Summit, you know, I worked at Kaiser Oakland, and I was just like 2 blocks, so I would make my effort to see her, you know, because I knew, because Wilma already had heart failure from 2021 when she had her pacemaker installed. And so I just knew, you know, that Wilma, you know, had underlying health conditions. I'm really gonna miss her. I really am, you know, and the last lumping she had with me was in January. Jossie needed a passport. I needed to confirm who Blue was. Blue is the father of her children. And she was like, Ate, could you come here? And I'm like, where are you? She was like, I'm over here at the notary, you know, could you bring my mom? Because I need you to, you know, to verify who John was, and that's the father of her children. And I was like, all right, I'll be there. And it was down the street because, you know, they all lived in Gaspar Valley. So that was her last thing. And then she went home in January this year. We seen each other there. But she had to come back. She was due to come back in April. But because of her underlying health conditions, Auntie Davina called me and said, could you look for a ticket for Wilma? Because she didn't like the way Wilma was breathing, because Wilma was breathing heavily. And you know how it is in the Philippines, if you have no money, they're not going to. I booked Wilma a flight that day. She left the same day in March. She came back in March. She got seen here for a couple of times, and then she flew back at the end of March. And then she flew back because Jossie was still there, and she was due back to come back in April. And she flew back. She flew back with a Divina. And so, like I said, Wilma's name to me was Oompa Loompa, you know, and me and Wilma didn't ever have the best voice in karaoke. But I'm gonna play a song that will always remind me of Wilma, but of course it doesn't wanna play, but it will. But this is just a short version of Wilma's always favorite song that she would sing during karaoke. But that was Wilma's favorite song because we couldn't sing, so that was her song. And I always remember Wilma would always sing that song, you know, because her nickname was Bobby. And that's it. Wilma, rest well. You know, I guess as a job as an auntie, we still have to watch her kids even though you're gone. But you know, we'll pull together, you know, for the sake of the kids. Because I think that's just a job as an auntie. We just look out for each other until it's our time. Unfortunately, it was your time, you know. You'll forever be 39 to us, you know, but we'll really, really miss you. And I'll miss you when I go visit your mom, you know. I know you would always be jealous of me and your auntie, but your auntie was one of me, and you know that you're always a little bit different. From, you know, you were always the oddball. But I love you. You know that no matter what, I'm going to miss you at Durant. I'm going to miss you when I go play bingo. But that's it, because I would be on my 2 minutes. Love you, Bobby.
Hello, everyone. It's never easy to speak at such a painful moment like this. I've known Wilma since she was a little girl. Watching her grow up, I saw her kind heart, laughter, determination, and spirit. She wasn't just a daughter of Jojo and Divina, but she was like a family to all of us. I also had the privilege of working alongside her. She wasn't just a co-worker to me, she was like a family, like a daughter. She was hardworking. We didn't need to ask her twice if needed help. She was there, no questions asked. I still remember how thoughtful she was. If I tell her I'm hungry, she'll find a way to find me something to eat. Or if I tell her my back was hurting, she'd immediately tell me to turn around and give me a massage. Just like that, no hesitation. If she saw me carrying a lot of stuff, she'd immediately come over to take my stuff and walk with me all the way to my car. Always so helpful and thoughtful without being asked. I could scold her like my own child, and she would just smile and say, yes, Auntie, go ahead, and keep going, never hold a grudge, always respectful, always full of grace. Losing her feels unreal. It's hard to accept that someone so full of light, so kind is no longer physically with us. But the truth is her spirit lives on. In the way we take care of one another, in the small kindnesses we show each day, and in the countless memories we carry with us. Wilma, thank you for your beautiful heart, your helping hands, and your quiet strength. We will never forget you. You are loved, and you will always be missed. Rest peacefully, Wilma.
Hello, I'm Stephanie, daughter of Lucy Ball and Fred Cody. I'm the goddaughter of Wilma's parents, Jojo Gaspar and Janine Sigler. First, I want to extend my deepest condolences to Nina Dina, Winona, Jaden, Chauncey, Jessica, and the family. I know your loss is even greater than mine, and my heart is with you. Thank you for allowing me to speak today and share just a little of what Wilma meant to me. Wilma was a part of my life from the very beginning. As my god sister, she babysat me and was someone who helped shape me. In many ways, she was like a big sister I admired. Gentle, confident, beautiful, and full of warmth. She gave me comfort when I was little, showed me love in ways that felt safe and grounding, and created a space in my childhood that felt joyful and secure. I didn't fully realize how deep her impact was until now. Grief has a way of uncovering all the layers of a bond, and mine with her was full of admiration, gratitude, and fun moments of connection that meant the world to me, even if I couldn't put them into words as a child. We would have arts and crafts activities with macaroni, paint, glue, and paper 90s style, and she and Winona would cook, and we'd have a milkshake each time I visited. I blabbed to her about Britney Spears, and we'd watch TRL and talk about Boy Meets World. It was always a blast. Wilma was a blessing in my life, and I will always hold on to the love she gave me, the strength she showed, and the light she brought into my early years. Being there for her final moments was so heartbreaking, I had to step out of the room. I kept holding on to some hope that she would pull through. I know on her way to heaven that Wilma left this world surrounded by love. Thank you.
Jaden is one of my son's best friends. And my heart goes out to you, baby, a lot. I know him since he was in like 4th grade. Unfortunately, I didn't know Wilma that well, but I'm going to tell you guys my last memory of her. We were looking at Jaden and Wilma moving in with us for a little while, so Jaden could keep going to Amador. And when Sebastian brought it to me, I said, that's great. I think Wilma's a wonderful person. You two have met her. But when I watched Wilma with Jaden, and Jaden had something, he had a hickey or something, so I pointed it out, and me and Wilma just started laughing about it. She's like, I already saw that. He tried to say it was a burn. I just knew that the future was going to be great. That living with her and Jaden was going to be amazing. It was going to be like having a new family in the house. And when I got the news that things weren't going well, my heart went out. Me and Wilma were only a year apart, and I lost my mother a couple of years ago. I can't imagine losing your mother at this age. My heart, my love, and my prayers go out to this family. And Jaden, you know, you're always welcome at our house, and I love you like you're one of my own. So thank you guys for everything.
Hello, everyone. My name is Antoinette Polgado, known to Wilma as her Ate. Ate is a respectful and affectionate way to refer to an older sister in Tagalog. Wilma wasn't my blood sister, but she was my honorary sister in every way that mattered. From the start, she was my built-in part of my life, someone I grew up from the very day she was born, laughed with, and loved deeply. We didn't need to share DNA to know we were family. She was a part of so many of my childhood memories. I remember babysitting her often. Our parents would leave us with our lola miling while they ran errands or played mahjong at other people's houses. Lola would put us all in one crib while she was busy in the kitchen or cleaning. I still remember braiding Wilma's hair when she was little, or how she would follow me around everywhere. Her and Winona were like my life-size Barbie dolls. I loved dressing them up, fixing their hair, and treating them like my little dolls. I even remember holding her hand as we walked side by side. If Wilma liked something I was wearing, she'd say, Ate, when you're done with that outfit, just like a little sister, always wearing my hand-me-downs and somehow making them look even better. There was no doubt we had a special bond. That bond only grew stronger over the years. I chose her to be my firstborn's primary godmother, and I was honored when she chose me to be Jaden's godmother. I'm so grateful for the memories we had, the laughter we shared, and the way we always showed up for each other. Even as life pulled us in different directions, our connections as sisters never faded. Whenever she needed guidance with Jaden, she knew I'd be there, not to judge her, but to remind her that she was a great mom doing her very best, and that I would always be here to support her no matter what. She was a hardworking mother, devoted, strong, and selfless. Everything she did was for Jaden and Jossie. Her love for them was her greatest purpose and her driving force. Losing her feels like losing a part of myself. One of my biggest regrets is thinking we had a lifetime ahead of us and that I would go before her. But little did I know, she would leave all of her on this. We were so focused on the needs of Joshua and Jaden that we lost sight of checking in with each other. If only they had known everything I know now, and if love could have saved you, Uggs, he would still be here with us. I love you, Uggs. Rest peacefully. Guide Jaden from above while I guide him down here. I promise to carry your love forward. Give me the strength where yours once stood, and let your spirit shine through every step Jaden and Jossie takes. Hug mo ko sa Lola Max, Lola Mini, my mom, Doña Lisa, and Auntie Verge until we meet again. I'll wait for the day I can hold your hand again, even if it's just in my dreams.
Hello everyone, my name is Francesca. I am Winona's only child. Thank you all for being here today to honor. And remember my mom, Wilma. To me, she wasn't just my daughter, she was like a second mom. From the time I was born, she was always there for me. She showed up on the first day of school and stayed close during my hardest moments. No matter what was going on, she was always there for me. She did everything for me without hesitation. Some of my favorite memories with her are simple ones like making tacos or pho together, and our late night drives to the gas station. Most recently, she taught me how to drive. She made those moments feel special. Tita Wilma was strong. She cared for me as if I was her own, even when I gave her a hard time. She never gave up on me. She loved me with patience and kindness, and the heart that won't stop giving. She taught me what family means, not just by words, but by showing up and loving people. And by being strong, even when it was hard. I'll carry that with me for the rest of my life. Thank you, Tita Wilma. I love you so much, and I will miss your presence. You will always be in my heart.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Winona. I'm Wilma's sister. Thank you for being here today to honor and remember someone so deeply loved, my only sister, Wilma. To most of you, she was Wilma, but to me, she was us or Polly. Nicknames only siblings can give each other, filled with teasing love and years of shared memories. Wilma had one of the kindest hearts I've ever known. She was friendly to everyone she met, caring beyond measure, and always made people feel seen and loved. One thing I will never forget is how she treated my daughter Francesca, not just with abundance of love, but like she was her own child. That kind of love doesn't come from duty. It comes from deep within. Some of the best days of our lives were back when we were young in Fremont, riding bikes to the park, dancing on the tables with our friends, just being silly, wild, and free. And there was our trips to the Philippines. Those vacations meant the world to both of us. We had our differences. She was definitely a daddy's girl, and I've always been a mommy's girl, but the bond between us was unbreakable. I know sometimes she felt unloved. She thought we didn't care, but I want to say it clearly in front of everyone. Wilma, we love you. I love you with all my heart. Maybe I didn't always say that or show it the way I should have, but I hope people did believe that because it wasn't always there, it still is, and it always will be. There was only ever you and me. You left us a hand each as Dad on his birthday, no less. I hope you found him, and when you see him, you hug him from me. Tell him that I love him and I miss him, just like I miss you now. Thank you, Wilma, for your laughter, your love, your life. You were one of a kind, and I will carry you with me always.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jaden, I'm the son of Wilma. I appreciate you all being here to honor and remember my mom. Some of my favorite memories will always be the little moments I had with her. It wasn't always about the big things. Sometimes it was just sitting with her, talking about life, or driving along late at night. We would have our ups and downs time to time, but she knows that she still doesn't get the end of the day. And honestly, I don't think she would even know how much of an impact it made. Even though she's gone, I still feel like she's with me in everything I do. I always carry those moments with me. The late night food runs, the silly jokes my mom and I only knew, and just the comfort of her being around. She wasn't just my mom, she was my best friend. Someone I could tell anything to. I miss her more than I can put into words. But I know she allowed me to hold on to the good memories and keep pushing forward, just like she always encouraged me to do. Thank you, Mom. I love you so much. I will miss your smile and your winning hugs. I promise to finish school for you and to take care of Justin. You always be with me, right?